tell us what's in your hands there.
I brought what I think was one of those mystery objects of life. My family is from Virginia and came off a farm, and there were lots of generations lived on the farm together, and so it's almost like this whole jetsam and flotsam of things that have come to me that I don't have all the answers to, but I do know they're from the family.
Okay.
And so this is a piece of hair work, that's what you call it, and I don't know if you can see closely, but each of these parts here are human hair.
Human hair, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and also these are wrapped in wires that are wrapped, and they're wrapped with natural materials, and then creating these little. And the only thing that's and here's a little glass bead.
Right.
But all the rest is natural materials.
Just
so
human
you're
hair.
really creating these sort of fake natural things out of using human hair, which is something.
Flowers and
There's flowers,
brush,
and a little heart here,
all right.
right? So you have the essence of love and what have you.
Where's this thing go?
Well, that's why I still call it a mystery object, is that on the back, it does have a piece of wire, wrapped wire, so it looks like it could hook onto something, it could hook onto a hat,
Right.
or a jacket, or I don't know. Or could it hook onto some memorial piece, something, someone's passed away, and it might be something to do with their remembrance.
Right.
So there's all these little complicated parts about something like this, but it takes you back to a different place in time, in the 19th century probably.
So so we're talking, what period is this from, do you think?
I think it's 1870s maybe.
And it survives, so more than coming up on 150 years. Why did this make it through, 3 generations, 4 generations?
Well, I think like some other things that have come along, it was saved because it was beautiful,
right,
and because it was expressive. It was saved probably because it represented a person.
Oh, I see. So the person who made it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Like I said, the mystery object. So it took me
person
back.
Whose hair it was.
The person whose hair it was.
Actually, there are many different people.
There are many different colors of hair. Right. There's lots of browns, whatever. So then the question goes back, well, why would this object be made? Why don't you say all those things you're asking?
Right.
So by beginning to sort of try to figure it out, as I said, you think about this place and time, and there's multiple generations living in this household. And there was also multiple unmarried women living in this household. And you think about after the Civil War, there are many women who didn't get married because there's a lot of death.
Right.
A lot of men are gone.
Right, no eligible men.
No eligible men. So this house had 2 unmarried women, the parents, and then my grandparents. So it's really quite a female haven. But on the other hand, think about what did those women do?
Right. If they didn't have kids and other responsibilities.
And so there was this whole idea of handiwork, Victorian handiwork, which was accepted to make these kinds of things. On the other hand, these women didn't have any money.
Right.
So how did they support themselves?
They sold them.
So that they were able to do this kind of detailed work. And there are many different gradations of it. Some of them are professional, and some of them are very, this doesn't seem ultimately professional.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
Pretty intricate to me.
It's pretty intricate. Well, it could be. But that, I started trying to read some old letters, and I found one of them which said, dear Miss So-and-so, I've sent the money for the hair. The hair.
Okay.
Now, does that mean it's something that was made to make more hair out of?
Right, a wig.
Kind of thing, or a piece. The piece would have been right here with the big metal thing holding it. And then, or is it hair work? You can make it in pens. It was the hair itself. We don't think about too much today. We just see it as trash, right?
Right. We don't save it.
No, but there's all these complexities in the past about it. And in a good way.
Interesting to know where this comes from. I mean, whose hair is it?
Yeah, I don't
Young
know.
people, old people, local folks, or
And then there's this duality of hair that it's positive, it's about memory, and if you think about it, how more individual can you be? It's the ultimate DNA.
Yeah. That'd be the next step for you is to run a test. Is it
I
your DNA actually?
Yeah, I know.
Your
I've talked
ancestors?
about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
I know, I mean, if I can.
Yeah.
But then I also showed this to another group of people once, and there were two women there, one of whom was African American, the other was actually a Native woman, and they each said, while the rest of the room was going, "Ooh, gross! It's hair. Why would you save it?" Another group with these other people would say, "No, of course, hair. You'd save it." We were talking about different issues because hair has, sort of mystical properties.
Oh, really? Okay.
And if somebody wants to, do bad to you, you need a piece of hair or fingernails or something like that.
Okay.
And so you want to protect it. You want to save
So there's a magic quality to it.
Yeah. So there's all these ways in which suddenly this one little piece, which I didn't know that much about, has led to some new questions.